Alright gamers, it is time to save your Stellar Jades because, well, Stellar Jade, that's Honkai Impact, that's Honkai Star Rail. Gamers, it doesn't matter. Vivian is here in Zenless Zone Zero, a must-pull character, surely, right, guys? We're going to take a look at her right now, and we can even take a guess of what this character is going to do, judging from the new set we're getting in the game. Ain't no fucking way, guys. It is time. Vivian is here. Vivian's peak. Vivian is our queen. Look how good this character looks, guys. Finally, another ether type character, guys. We can finally break away. Well, I say ether type character, ether type DPS, because she's an anomaly ether type character, guys. We have been waiting for so long to get another ether type DPS in the game. The only other ether DPS we have in the game right now is Julian, and guess what? They're rerunning her on side 2, which is Trigger. This right here, not gonna lie, this character looks good as fuck. Like, I'm not even gonna say hot or whatever, right? Like, I'm sure she's hot. I'm sure the R34 art will be good. I'm sure she'll have some big knockers on her, too. Let's take a look at this video real quick. God, she looks so good. Oh my God, she looks so... I can't wait for this character, guys. I have been waiting for this character since I saw her in the live stream like a week ago. just a week. She is looking so good, guys. We finally got Vivian in the game, but what I want to do in this video, guys, is actually kind of go over what I think this character is going to do, because we can already take a guess on what this character might just do and what niche and meta she kind of fits into. We're going to go over to this real quick, because I just want to show you guys what the new set we're getting into the game is, which is Pantheon's Melody. This is the new, I guess, anomaly set we're getting into the game. First of all, this set is giving you 8% anomaly mastery, which no set has given us that before. Secondly, guys, on that, at a 4-piece for this set, it's going to be, let's see here, when any squad member uses an EX special attack, the equipper anomaly proficiency increases by 45 for 8 seconds. If the character using the EX special attack is not the equipper's ether damage is increased by 25%. So what this tells me, guys, is number one, EX special, she's going to be obviously an anomaly type character, getting anomaly master, anomaly proficiency. This plays directly into her because she's ether, but if the character using an EX special attack is not the equipper's ether damage is increased. So this actually is pretty good, because this means she might play into some type of quick swap meta. What I can assume she'll be playing with, guys, let's go over to Pride Win really quick, because I kind of want to just look at all the characters in the game real quick to kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So what this can kind of mean for me, right? I think obviously she's going to play with Astraeal some, because it's going to be proccing off of using the EX skill or using an EX skill with another character. And how long does it doesn't necessarily say how long this lasts for, right? So is this just perma up? I'm assuming it's not perma up, right, for this set, right? Is it perma up? I don't think it's perma up. Anyway, so I think someone like Astraeal could work out. Really, any like buffer in the game could work out here. You could probably even run her in dual DPS scenarios with someone like a Burnice as well for some extra disorders and stuff like that. I'm curious to know, though, she doesn't seem like she is going to be she seems like she's going to be an on-field ether type character, because this is when any squad member uses a special attack. Wait, this is when any squad member... Wait, this is when any squad... Wait, maybe she is off-field. Because if this says when any squad member uses EX special attack, the equipper's anomaly proficiency increases by 45 for 8 seconds. This is when any squad member does. And then when the EX special attack is not the equipper, you get increased ether damage. Actually, I think this is going to be our second sub-DPS. From that analysis right there, I think that she'll be our second sub-DPS, but sub-DPS for Anomaly, which is actually going to be really huge, because the only other sub-DPS we have is for Fire. Now, I think we can go back to what I mentioned in a lot of my other videos, is what are your type pairings? Like, what types pair up the best with each other in terms of, like, enemies, like, weakness types and stuff like that? And right now in the game, it is Fire and Physical that are one type up there, and then you're going to have Ether and Ice here for another one, and then you have Electric on its own, right? So we already have a sub DPS in this field over here, which would be taken up by Miss Burnice here, and then we need another spot to kind of fill up for this too, because now we're gonna have this whole other niche here, and then we kind of need something to fill up for this too, because generally Electric doesn't play with Ether too well. There are some enemies that play Ether and Electric together, but right now we have Yanagi in the game, right? Yanagi being the best in slot support for Miyabi right now, or best in slot sub DPS for quick swap Miyabi or whatever, right? But I genuinely think that this could be a pretty decent option for Miyabi as well, especially when paired up with Astraeal. You have Astraeal on the team, you have Miyabi on the team doing your main DPS on the field, and then on top of that, you're going to be just having her do backup damage for you. I think it really depends. What would she technically be better as, and what would future-proof your account more? I genuinely think it would help your account out more if she was more of a sub DPS. Like if she were to be off the field and providing you support off the field, which it looks like she might do, judging from this kit right here. And the reason I judge it from this is, like I said before, guys, all of this stuff is coming when every other one of your allies is using EX special attacks, and then you get additional damage buffs when the equipper is not using the EX special attack. So quite literally, this makes it seem like she's a sub DPS, which I'm actually completely fine with. I think having another burnice type character in the game is really good, especially because this will future-proof your account more. And genuinely, guys, if she does end up being this, Ether is already one of the hardest types to fill out in the game as of right now. If we take a look at the current, let's just divide by fire real quick, right? These are the characters we have for fire. These are the characters we have for physical. We have a good, like, main DPS free play for physical right here, right? Which is Piper. Then we obviously have a good fire DPS or sub DPS in burnice. We also have the likes of, like, Evelyn as well, which is a good fire DPS. We don't have any good sub DPS here. I guess Pearl will be an off-field, like, kind of sub pseudo DPS, right? But for Ether, we really don't have that. We have Nicole, which is a buffer. We have Austria, which I guess can do some type of damage, but not really. And then Julian. So I do think this fits in really nicely here, especially with the eyesight, because look what we have for ice, guys. We have Ellen, Lycon, Shokaku. For here, we have Julian, and then we have Miyabi, which is obviously the #1 DPS in the game right now. And I guess the thing here is, like, personally, I don't feel like Julian deserves tier 0.5. I think you need a really strong breaker, which I think if you're running with Chingy, she's fine. But I feel like in any other situations, Julian's really not fine. And I feel like she could help alleviate that, especially for, like I said, teams with Miyabi, just because of the fact that you can run Ice and Ether generally on these same teams together, and you normally get some pretty decent tight matchups with that. So that's why I think she's probably going to be a very heavy must pull for. I think you can even swap this up and put a Yanagi on the team to help with the disorder as well. But overall, guys, what are your thoughts on Vivian here? Are you pulling for Vivian? Do you think that Vivian's a must pull for? Do you think with this drip marketing coming out on a Wednesday at night, we still have Thursday, we still have Friday, are we getting another A rank? Genuinely, we might get another A rank with them releasing on a Wednesday. I don't know. Would it have to release on Tuesday? I really don't know. So that means we have drip marketing tomorrow night. I'm curious to see what the second unit is on the banner, because if it plays off of how we have recently had characters released, I guess really just Envy or yeah, no, Evelyn and Astrial played well together, right? They were like match made in heaven together on the same team. We also had Miyabi Haramasa really didn't do that too much, but Silver Soldier Ambi and triggered that. They might just throw you with her best support unit or best main DPS that stacks up next to her tomorrow night. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see what that is. I'm pretty sure it's the guy that we've been seeing all around. I don't know his name. Probably won't pull for him if it's the guy, because Vivian looks hot. You know what? I'm going to give you guys one more shot of her. Right here, guys. One more shot right here. One more shot of Vivian right here. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Are you pulling for Vivian? Are you saving up? I think I really might just skip Silver Soldier Ambi and Trigger just to pull for her because of how cute she is. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you next one. Bye.